CitizenEdge Nation, this is CitizenEdge. I got one mission in mind, and that's to put you back to work. Yes, I'm talking about right now. You don't have to wonder ever again where your next check is coming. You don't have to feel doubt. You don't have to feel despair or stressed out. I put in the work. I put in the time. All you gotta do is pull up a chair. Stay tuned. Welcome back. Before I get started, I want to send my condolences out to everyone who's lost a loved one to COVID-19. Our prayers are with you. We will see this storm through. Keep your head up. Keep the faith. How many professions are getting their just due by putting their health on the front lines for the betterment of the community. I really want to put security guards at the forefront. I want to give a big shout out to the hundreds of thousands of individuals, men and women, young and old, who are guarding our essential businesses, our local grocery stores, our banks and hospitals. Without you, we would not be able to enjoy this level of peace of mind. Continue to observe, report, and always remember to remain alert, safe, and smart. So you may ask yourself, how do you get started with security? Well, 5 years ago, I was living in Florida at the time, and I moved from state to state prior because of jobs and the lack of it. This particular time, out of the blue, I was just down and out, didn't like where I was at. It wasn't the best place for my family and I, and once again, the job market wasn't the greatest whatsoever. A good friend of mine just called me out of the blue and told me about an opportunity to where you would never be out of a job. Because I told him I was thinking about taking a trip to California. I didn't plan to move there. My in-laws were there and I wanted to get away. And he told me about a great opportunity once again. You need to really call this guy. You know, he hooked me up, he'll hook you up, blah, 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 blah. That phone call went from just a whatever to me not only going out there, because I already had a trip planned already, to me calling when I was flying back to Florida, and how that conversation went from I'm interested to, you know what, let me take this opportunity. Let me go out and grab it. And when I landed, I had an interview. I had the interview and I got the job. I had zero experience. So after landing the job, I had to get some certifications. So I signed up. In the meantime though, I was able to work without certifications. I was making money, and when the time came up for me to take my class to earn more money, I jumped on that. Not only did I take that class to get the bare minimum of what's required to become a private security guard at a private security company, I also saw the other opportunities for growth. So I got hired on as a full-time security guard. I was punctual, dedicated, driven. Hell, $15 back then was a lot of money to me. Back in 2015, that is. I got some experience, actually a ton of experience, working in the city of San Francisco. And with that said, it motivated me to get certifications. And with the certifications, the experience showing that I was punctual and dedicated, I was given an opportunity to be a flex officer. Now, a flex officer is one that has to respond on short notice. With that came more pay. Got bumped up to $17 an hour. And then, after running a crazy schedule back and forth at a moment's notice, I then was given the opportunity to be a supervisor. Did supervision for about 2 years. Very rigorous. Unlike anything else I experienced. I was then promoted to a manager. As a manager, larger area, overseeing several supervisors, over 100 guards. Now, I have an area that covers from Sacramento to San Francisco, as far south as San Jose. There's a lot of opportunity. It's lucrative. It's the only job I ever had. It's going on 5 years now. Even during the pandemic. Let me show you how you can make that happen. The first thing you have to understand is that you have to have a clean record. Now, it varies state to state. In California, where I work, it's a little bit different. Felons can become unarmed guards if they have a certificate of rehabilitation. Anybody over age of 18, even felons with the right credential, are able to become security guards. That is unlike anything else. All right, the guard card class is an 8-hour course. After you finish the guard card class, you then have your fingerprints taken. That will check your background. This is all done in a classroom setting. Once that is completed, there's a waiting period. For me, it was only 2 weeks, depending on your background, which is the major holdup on most people's cases. But in the meantime, you can also do event work. A lot of event work does not require to have a guard card. Once you obtain your guard card, you're going to be given some training. You're going to be required to do refresher training as well. And this will be a never-ending experience, at least for California. Every state is different. You have some states who have bureaus and divisions. You have others that the regulation is by law enforcement, the state level or the city level. You have some states that don't even require training at all. But I provided links below at your disposal of every state, no matter what state you're in. It will show you the governing body or entity that oversees the regulation of training and guards and licensing. And you also get a link and click on an application. I've done the work for you. All you have to do then is pursue your guard card by looking up a training facility in your area or applying to the company, and they'll provide you where to go in order to obtain those certifications. What makes this opportunity so great? There's little to invest in. You don't need a college degree. You don't need much experience. However, the upside is fantastic. You don't have to invest so much in a uniform. Most security companies will provide that for you. Now, in order to move up, yes, it's minimum investment, but it's all for your safety. It's all tools that you can utilize, whether you're in the security industry or not. So you're not making tools that are job specific. They're also going to be used for the civilian life. And I'll touch base on that later. But in the meantime, take advantage of the links. Now, I provided links for every state and information for every state, no matter where you live. Keep this in mind. No one knew that this COVID-19 pandemic would happen. Nobody knew about the ramifications that it would bring upon. No one heard about the term essential business or social distancing before. This plays a very vital role in security. As we can see, many businesses shut down. With the businesses that shut down, many jobs were lost. Not only those who were in direct employment with the client, but also those who service the client as vendors, like security guards. You have the essential businesses, like grocery stores, any place that services food, banks, hospitals. Those are the prime areas you want to service. So now that you're going out job hunting with security, understand that you want to lock yourself into grocery stores, have that experience, lock yourself into banks or hospitals, so you know you'll always have a job, even during an unexpected calamity, natural event, so to speak. So take what's been going on into consideration on your next move. Let's plan accordingly. Let's take advantage of this. Use the links. I guarantee you will get a job. I guarantee you will have employment. You will never again have to wonder, how am I pay this bill? Am I gonna be stuck at home? Can I provide for my family? It has worked for me. It's worked for many others. I never knew I could make a career out of this. You can too. This Friday, I'll be talking about the interview process. And I'm gonna go full steam ahead on how you can optimize your opportunity with security. Now, my home state right now is California. So wherever you are, if you're applying for a job in California, comment down below with your name. We'll link up on our side conversation so that I can optimize your opportunity and I can guide you along the way as I'm privy to the laws and regulations of my home state. I hope to hear from you soon. Peace out. Subscribe to my channel, ring the bell for notifications so you can be updated with the latest and greatest of information. I'm CitizenEdge. Edge Nation, I'm out.